guys, so I was gonna do something fun tonight with Caleb, but he has to study. So instead I'm going to do the 21 questions, but it's like a mommy version. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get started. Okay, are you a stay-at-home mom or a working mom? I'm definitely a stay-at-home mom. According to my Facebook memories, I have been a stay-at-home mom for a year exactly. I think from yesterday or something. But up until a year ago, I was working. Would you have it any other way? No. I love being a stay-at-home mom. Right now for us, I may need to start working. I definitely enjoy staying home more than I did working, but I'm still having trouble. It's easy to be organized whenever you're working and taking care of your kids and you have to be organized or else. But it's a lot easier to kind of just get by whenever you kind of can. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I definitely need to keep up with my schedules and stuff better, just because literally the only places that I have to be is to take Sophie to school in the morning and go pick her up. But between then it's kind of I have to make it up on my own. So that is kind of a difficulty. Anyway, do you co-sleep? In the beginning with Sophie, we did co-sleep, and then she just kind of grew out of it. She goes to sleep on her own. And some nights she does come into bed with us, but it's early in the morning. It's not in the middle of the night. But with Amelia, she didn't co-sleep at all. She could not sleep unless she was in her bed. But now she has a really hard time sleeping unless she's in our bed. Without fail, just about every single night she will end up in our bed around midnight or 1 o'clock or whatever. But yes, we do co-sleep, and I don't see anything wrong with it. I love it. One must-have gear for your baby. I don't know. I don't even have anything. A good car seat. That's all I can think of. Is a good car seat that you can rear face in for a really long time. But that's all I can think of. I can't think of any other item that I used for my baby that I just could not live without. How many kids do you plan on having? I really want to have 4, but right now we're just gonna think about the next one. We're not gonna think any further into the future than that. But I would like to have 4 eventually, or more than that. How often do we have a date night? Not often. The past 2 or 3 months we've had more date nights than we've had in a really long time. But I don't really care, because to me all I think about is that we're spending money, that we could just be at home cooking, because Caleb can cook really good. So just us staying at home and him just cooking me some food and us just sitting on the couch is way better than going out and whatever. Your child's favorite show? Right now they're really into Scooby-Doo. Of course My Little Pony. I don't know why, but all the other kid shows just went blank out of my mind. Yeah, just anything Disney movie, anything princessy. But they watch Scooby-Doo every single day. And we probably, the seasons on Netflix, there's only 2 seasons. And we probably watched those 2 seasons a million times each. They go through them so quick. And I'm just sick of Scooby-Doo. I wish they would just get over it. But still, whenever an episode's on, I get really interested. So definitely Scooby-Doo right now. Name one thing you bought before you had your baby that you never used. I was actually pretty fortunate. I didn't have to buy a whole lot for my baby just because I had lots of babies in my family. I was given lots of stuff. Until they were older, we didn't really use the crib that often, just because they slept in the bassinet or they slept with us. But besides that, one thing that I never used that I still have that I'm going to use is my Moby wrap. I really, really, really want to use it. It just seemed I just never used it with Sophie or Amelia, and I really, really wish that I had. But I still have it, and I'm going to use it even if I'm sweating to death, because I got one that's really dark and really thick. I may just have to go buy one that's thinner fabric, or just find a thing on Pinterest and make one myself that with thinner fabric, because I'm going to wear my next baby. I'm just going to. And that's just it. I'm determined to do it. Your child's favorite food? I would definitely say that Amelia's favorite food is ice cream. If there's ice cream in the house, she's probably going to eat it. And she cries for ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and every other moment in between if there's ice cream in the house. It's almost like she's an ice cream addict, and if she knows it's in the house, she'll just ask for it constantly and think that she's gonna get ice cream. It's the craziest thing. Sophie's favorite food is just probably a peanut butter sandwich or something. She doesn't eat very good stuff. She just eats the same things, and that's it. So probably just a peanut butter sandwich. How many cars does your family have? That's number 10. We have 2 cars. My car is a 2012 Ford Fusion, and her name is Lucille, and she's just our regular, like, normal car. And then Caleb has, I can't remember what year his car is, but it's a Honda Civic, and it's a stick shift, so I can't drive it, or I don't know how to drive it. I could probably try, but it might just be a mess. But yeah, that's the car that Caleb uses, like, to go to school and to work, and like if he has to go somewhere, he just uses that car. Like, it has like a back seat and stuff, so we all can like travel in it, but we don't do it very often. Oh gosh. Weight gain before, during, and after having kids. So in high school and stuff, I pretty much stayed in between like 105 and like 110, around there. And I'm really, really short. I'm like 5'2", so like that's like normal weight. I wasn't like underweight or anything. I think I got up to like 160, or I think I started at 110 whenever I was pregnant with Sophie, and then I got up to like 150 or 160 or something. Like, I gained a lot of weight. And then after I had Sophie, I went almost immediately back down to like 115. I lost almost all the weight. And then with Amelia, I think I got up to like 145 or 150. I really had a hard time losing the weight. I stayed at 140 for like a whole year afterwards. And then right before me and Caleb got married, I lost like 20 pounds and I got down to 120. I couldn't fit into my dress that I had bought, so I like quit dieting altogether. Now I kind of stay at about 125. I wish that I could get at least back down to like 115 or like 110. Yeah, I think I answered that right. Okay. Dream vacation with your kids. I would love to I don't know, because anything like with the kids just sounds like a nightmare, but I would love to take the girls to some kind of like water park or just something fun, but maybe not even a water park. That just sounds like too stressful. Just somewhere that we could like relax, that had a lot of like kid-friendly things to do. I'm sorry I'm so yellow. I don't know what's going on with the lighting. A dream vacation without kids would probably be, I don't know, man, the kids out of the house and me just being able to sleep in, anywhere that I can sleep in. How has your life changed since having kids? I feel like I went through a long period of time where I had to control everything and I was extra stressed. Like thinking back before I had kids, I don't ever remember feeling like as anxious as I did like immediately after having the girls. I mean, that's all like well and good now, but for like a period of time there, it was like everything made me anxious and everything made me stressed out. I've definitely gotten a lot better with that. But I guess that question meant something positive that's changed. I don't know, man, it's almost like once you become a mom, you kind of don't remember what life was like before. It's like you've just kind of always been this person. Whenever I was younger, I always wanted to just grow up and get married and have babies. So it's like I always kind of envisioned myself as being a mom, so it's not like anything's really changed. Finish the sentence. It makes my heart melt to see ... It makes my heart melt to see just the girls being nice to each other. They're so different and they fight so often that it's just nice to see, especially whenever like Amelia is being like me, or like vice versa. Like the other one will try to like communicate with them instead of getting me like mad back to them. It's just nice to see them just sometimes just show a little grace, and they just try to be nice instead of like lashing back out in anger. But where do you shop for your kids? I have been blessed to not have to shop for the girls in a really long time. Caleb's mom actually gets those like children's place like points or whatever, and like Gymboree and stuff. And anytime she like builds those points up, she just like texts me and like asks what the girls need. So for the past like year or so, I really haven't had to buy the girls any clothes. And even like just recently, my parents bought them like a pair of shoes, and Caleb's parents like has bought them like a couple pairs of shoes. So it's like, really, I haven't had to buy clothes in a long time. But most of their clothes do come from places like Gymboree and the Children's Place, and just like Walmart and stuff. Target, I love Target's clothes, they're so adorable. Favorite mommy makeup and skincare products. Okay, I don't wear makeup at all, so none. As far as skincare products go, I use like just regular like Dove, like a Dove bar of soap for like, it's like cucumber or something, like cucumber melon or cucumber something. That's what I use like on my head to toe like body. Like I just use it on my face too. And I was using the It Works toner for a long time, and I love it so much, but I ran out, so I just made my own toner out of apple cider vinegar and like lemon juice and like water and stuff. So that's what I'm using right now. Most of the time my skin problems are just like hormonal, like it changes like throughout like my cycle and stuff. So that really has nothing to do with what stuff I use on my skin and what stuff I don't. Like, it just does what it does, and I just kind of have to deal with it. I can just kind of have to just let it do its thing. Yeah, I don't really use anything special because it's gonna do whatever it wants to do anyway. Oh, this one's really funny. Number 18, Huggies diaper jeans, yes or no? I thought those were like the dumbest things ever. If you want to put them on your kid, that's like up to you, but I just thought they were really, really dumb whenever they came out with them. I did not like them at all. And have you always wanted kids? I already answered this. Yes, I've always wanted kids. There was a time in my life whenever I wanted 9 kids, and then I wanted like 7 kids, and then I wanted 5, and then I had 1, and I figured 1 was enough, and then I had another one, and I figured that 2 was gonna be enough, but now I definitely want at least 4, or 3 or 4, or more. The best part about being a mom is, I really should have read over these first and like got my answers before I answered them. That's okay, because you guys won't know. I'm just gonna cut this part out. I think the best part about being a mom is just knowing that you're like your child's security. And this is what I mean by that. Like, whenever your kid walks into a room, they're gonna scan the room and like look for you first, like if they know that you're there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you can find that like anchor, that like person that you know is gonna always look out for you and always take care of you. Whenever you see that person, like, you just feel like more at ease and like more peaceful. And just to know like you're that for someone is just a really good feeling. Yeah, like whenever I'm having like a particularly rough day, I just try to think about that they're not doing things on purpose to hurt my feelings. It's just something that they're just going through, and that I have to kind of be their rock whenever they're just kind of acting like lunatics. And I don't always do that perfectly. Whenever I can kind of remember that, it definitely helps out. So that's it. Thumbs up this video and comment some stuff. I'll leave all the questions in the description box. You know, if you guys want to do this tag. I have lots of other tags here in my nifty little notebook, so I'll be doing some more of these eventually. One day I'll get Caleb to actually sit down and do a couple of videos with me too, so that'll be fun. So now I'm gonna drink my bedtime tea and go to bed. Love you guys, bye.